pasa nada. Señoras y señores, ¿están listos para este momento súper especial? ¡Sí! Vamos, pero no voy a ser yo quien se encargue de mirarlo a los ojos, de preguntarle lo que ustedes quieren saber, sino que necesitamos un especialista, y ese especialista es Alexis.
Bueno, hoy sí que hay solado, está llenísimo. Creo que es el panel más concurrido de los 3 días, así que un aplauso para ustedes, genial. Quiero saber cuántos hay aquí de la casa Gryffindor. ¿Y de Hufflepuff? ¿Y de Ravenclaw? ¿Y de Slippery? Están en el lugar correcto. Vamos a presentar al invitado, el último de la 8ª edición de Argentina Comic Con. Bajamos las luces, compartimos este video. Estamos en vivo, puede fallar. Ahora sí.
Thank you. It's my first time in Argentina. And I'm overwhelmed with how beautiful the country is, how beautiful the people are. So thank you for the warm welcome. It means a lot to me.
It was a surprise for you, the passion of the fans?
I've never seen it like this anywhere else in the world. You guys are I love you too, thank you. You're incredibly passionate while also being respectful and sweet and lovely, so thank you.
How do you feel in this kind of convention with the fans, you know, with panels?
It's pretty scary at first. I mean, yeah, all these people are here to see you in a way, which is kind of daunting, but wonderful. It's so nice to have met so many people in 2 days, and you've all been so charming and lovely. friendly, polite, passionate, beautiful. So thank you. I've definitely fallen in love with your country and the people. I'll be back.
We're waiting. Tom, you started in the acting world very early in your childhood. In the beginning, was like a game for you?
Yes, exactly. We were just kids messing around, really. We were never trying to act or be professional. We were just kids mucking around, and somehow they made a good film out of it. So yeah, very lucky for that. Even now, to be honest with you, I still feel like I'm messing around, just having fun as a kid. It doesn't feel like serious business to me. It feels like something which is fun. I'm very lucky for that. So
yeah. And how was the experience in the first audition?
I love you too, my darling. So the early auditions were open casting for anyone in the country that wanted to come and audition. So I originally went for Harry, I think 5 times. They dyed my hair brown. They put a scar on my head. I wore the glasses. And that didn't work. And then for Ron, they dyed my hair ginger, did the same thing. And then finally blonde for Draco. Once for Hermione, twice for Hagrid. It's very good friends in the house, thank you. Yes, that's it.
Slippery house.
Gracias.
And what was your first reaction when you read about the character, about Draco Malfoy?
He seemed like a lot of fun. He seemed like, you know, he has the exact opposite of my life. You know, I have 2 very nice parents, 3 older brothers that I love very much, and he's the opposite. He embodies everything that's not really my life. So it was a lot of fun as a character to be able to step into someone else's shoes who was such a miserable bastard, really, and such an evil sod. It was a lot of fun, especially on set, because we were all friends. Daniel, Rupert and Emma and I were all very close friends. But to suddenly, when the cameras start rolling, to be able to be another version of myself was a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. And how was working with Jason Isaacs, your father?
Daddy.
Yeah.
Yes, Papa.
Lucius.
Yes, he's brilliant. He's one of my idols. He's someone that I've learned a lot from as an actor and as a person. He taught me that it's important. Well, a judge of a man's character is how they treat everyone, not the person that's above them or below them, or just everyone. And he treats everyone with the same charm and respect and joy. So I learned a lot from that, I think. And his acting ability is phenomenal. So yeah, I'm very lucky to call him my second dad.
Yeah. The first director, the first filmmaker of the series was Chris Columbus. You meet in Edicion, or you meet with him in other places?
No, in auditions, yes. So it worked out, there was like 15 kids in a row, and he would go from one to the next asking which scene from the book they were most excited about seeing in the film. And everyone knew about the book, apart from me. I hadn't read it at this point.
Very much for you.
Yeah, it's very Malfoy, yes, really. But, so the person next to me says something about Gringotts. So I said, Chris Columbus said to me, he's like, well, what are you most excited about seeing? So I just said Gringotts. I said, Gringotts, they sound great, very excited. And I think he knew straight away that I was lying. And looked me in the eye and thought, this could be a good Draco. So I got the part from lying, really.
Yeah. And more later you work with 3 different directors. Alfonso Cuarón, Mike Newell,
yes,
and David Yates.
Yes, all wonderful directors and wonderful people. I have a special place in my heart for David Yates. He directed the last 4 films, I think, and ongoing with the Fantastic Beasts franchise. He's a wonderfully humble and soft and sweet man with an incredibly strong artistic vision and ideas, and just a lot of fun to work with, really. He's a man that I hold close to my heart. In fact, I haven't spoken to him for a while. I'm going to give him a call tonight. But thank you. And I will pass on the love of Argentina.
Tom, how was the experience shooting the Quidditch scenes? It was difficult shooting?
It was very different to how it looks on the camera. You know, I don't want to ruin it, but essentially, the broomsticks don't move. Sorry. A lot of wind machines, green screens. Yeah, it wasn't difficult. I don't think it was quite painful. In fact, sitting on a metal stick for 5 hours can cause some uncomfortable situations, but ultimately it was still a lot of fun.
And I need a lot of imagination because only is green screen, no?
Yes. That's why when we look back at the scenes and we watch it, we go, Christ, this is amazing. Because we had no idea it was going to be like this. We were just told to look at 1 and at 2 and at 3 and imagine that it's a snitch, a dragon, fire, you know, whatever, something different.
Yeah. Do you remember your first time with Lord Voldemort face to face?
He's a scary man.
Yeah.
I don't. Actually, no, I do now. You say that. Yes, it's. I believe it was Malfoy Manor in the last film. That's the first time I really got to sit next to him.
Yeah.
And it was quite awkward actually, because he was reading a newspaper, drinking coffee. So Voldemort sitting there like this, reading a newspaper, drinking coffee. It's a pretty weird thing to see. But yes, Rafe was always very lovely. Just slightly terrifying as Voldemort.
How is the relationship with other guys? With Daniel, with Emma, with Rupert?
Yes, I know they're not here now, but I know I can speak on their behalf to say thank you so much for the support of the last 15 years. None of us could have imagined that we would still be talking about this 15 years later. None of it would have been possible without you guys' midnight screenings and supporting the books and supporting the films. So, on behalf of the entire cast, thank you, Argentina. We really appreciate it. We're a pretty close family, I think. We may not see each other that often. Usually we're in 4 different corners of the earth at given one time, but we're all very close, and it's like a family. You know, we've been through a lot, and it continues. It's not going anywhere anytime soon, so it's very exciting. I saw Emma recently, actually, a few weeks ago, and she's in great health, and she's, you know, doing a lot of good work for the world, which is very inspiring, and I'm behind her all the way. Look at all you pretty faces out there. Hello.
Okay. Tom, what?
Your face is pretty.
What do you remember about your days in the set with Alan Rickman?
Yes. Oh dear, Snape. I mean, can you imagine anyone else playing Snape other than Alan Rickman? He was my hero. He really was. He was the only actor that I really knew his work a lot before going in. Kevin Reynolds directed him in Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, which was a personal favourite of mine growing up. He always stayed in character, pretty much. Even when he always spoke slowly. And when fans would come to the set, they'd meet Daniel, they'd meet me, and I go, "Hi, how's it going?" He would smack them across the back of their head and say, "Tuck your shirt," and they loved it. It was great. Yeah, he's a real hero of mine, and someone that I'm very honoured to say that I've worked with and learnt many things from.
Yeah. After many years and movie, how was the last day in Harry Potter set? Was sad?
It was sad, yeah. I mean, I cried a lot. Yeah, it was sad. It was very English in the sense that we all just sort of shook hands and said goodbye. And left as quickly as we could before we started blubbing. Yes, it's easy to get emotional talking about it, so I shan't.
What do you think? How important was for your career the Draco characters? How important was for your career?
Oh, I mean, it's everything. I mean, I was working before it, but you know, it's impossible to put into words. I'm sitting here in Argentina, still talking about it. It's crazy to me, and I refuse to be normal about it. It's bizarre and wonderful, and every day I'm, you know, struck with a sense of wonder and gratitude. Really, I have no idea how I ended up this way, but here I am. So I'm very grateful. How's it going with the translation? Am I doing good? Am I speaking slow enough? Okay.
Very good.
Can we get a round of applause for the translator?
Yes.
Marvelous work. Bravo, bravo.
You have other amazing movie, the new version of the Planet of the Apes. And we have a clip. Bajamos las luces.
Let's check it out.
Y veamos este video.
Watch TV. We call it enrichment. Oh my God.
Don't get too close.
This one scared me half to death.
Come on, let's go. Spend too much time in here as it is. Come on. Check out this guy. Hey, that one's a pain in the ass. He's a specialist. Like a secret or something.
You okay?
Okay. Try not to get too close, man.
Come on, guys, let's get out of here.
Whoa. Very bad guy.
Yes.
Very bad.
Yes, he's an arsehole, definitely.
How was working with Andy Serkis, master of the motion
He
capture?
really is. I think he's probably the most underappreciated actor of our time. He has a phenomenal ability. You know, when you see the monkey, when you see the ape rather, with all those expressions, you forget that was a man doing it. Andy was one of the most charming people I think I've ever met, and lovely, and his whole family are just an utter delight. But when the camera started rolling and he turned into Caesar, he was dangerous. Like, when he looked at you, it was, you know, Andy was no longer there. There was an ape that would kick your ass and grab you by the hair and do anything he could do. So yeah, it was pretty terrifying at times, but a lot of fun. I've learned a lot from him too, for sure.
You have experience, but it's fun to play the bad guy of the film.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fun to play anything that's different from yourself, I think, and getting a chance to play those characters was a big step out into a different world to which I lived in. So it's fun to fill the shoes of someone that has such a different life to you, I think.
Mm-hmm. Well, I want to talk about The Flash.
I never knew The Flash was popular in Argentina. I had no idea that international was.
Yes.
So thank you. Thank you for that.
And we have a clip. We have a clip of The Flash.
Alright, hit me.
Bajamos las luces.
Have you been losing time, blacking out, hours passing, waking up somewhere different, not being sure of how you got there?
No. I've had enough of these baseless accusations and ridiculous theories of yours.
Julian, I'm trying to help you, but you need to trust me.
Says the man in a mask. I should have known. I should have guessed it. The unexplained absences, your passion for matters, your general thumbing your nose at authority. I'm sure you had a good laugh behind my back.
I actually wish I could have told you before.
So why tell me now?
Because I need you to trust me, Julian. You are alchemy. I just don't think you're aware of it. Have you been blacking out?
Yes.
When did it start?
My sister Emma died when I was 20. It really broke the family up, you know. Mum and Dad weren't speaking, they wouldn't even stay at the house. One night I was there alone and she came back to me. She stood right in front of me, clear as day. A ghost or a vision, I don't know, but she was real.
What happened?
She told me about the stone. She told me where to find it. She told me that if I got it, that it would bring us back together again. And at that point, mate, I would have done anything to have her back. That's what I did. I mounted an expedition to India. Days. We searched weeks. Nothing. And then we found it. Next thing I remember, I woke up in the hotel room. I didn't remember anything, and that's when the blackout started happening. There was a news report saying that every other member of my team had been found dead, out of sight. I panicked. I thought they were going to blame me for their deaths. I ran to America.
What happens when you black out, Julian? How does it start?
I hear the voice.
How did you get the role of Julian? Are you a fan of the Flash, the comic books?
No, I wasn't.
Great.
I was asked to watch 2 episodes of it and see if I liked it, and I ended up watching about 25 episodes in 2 days. I was in Hawaii, I remember it. So yeah, and that's what spurred me on to come and join it. And I'm so grateful because the cast are such wonderful people, incredibly talented. They'll be thrilled. I saw Grant actually a few days ago. We were having dinner. I will pass on your joint passion for the show, and I'm sure he'll be very excited. Gracias.
For you, as an actor, what are the difference between working in a show like this one or when a big movie like Harry Potter movies?
I mean, it's pretty similar in many ways. Time is the biggest thing. You know, Harry Potter generally took a lot of time to film it, or we had a lot more time. You know, The Flash is shot 1 episode, they do it in 8 days, I think, or 9 days, something pretty short, which is amazing, considering that the show is so good. So yeah, it was definitely a time different budget-wise. We shot it in Vancouver, which is in Canada, which is a beautiful place as well. It was a lot of fun. I miss it dearly. I miss Julian. Well, please get in touch with the producers and ask for Julian to come back, because for some reason he's been left out of the season.
I read about your next project is with Daisy Ridley. A film with Daisy Ridley.
Yes. Yeah. Very exciting. Actually, we just got into Sundance Film Festival, which is very exciting. It's a film called Ophelia, which is a sort of rehashing of Shakespeare's Hamlet. So, you know, period piece and great actors in it. Yeah, it's working with young George and Daisy and the other cast members was a real treat.
Great. We have a surprise. You have a song for us?
I was gonna, if you don't mind, I thought I'd end with a song. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. You guys have been such a... Can I also thank you for all the... sadly, I'm not going to be able to go onto Instagram and thank everyone personally, but all of the wonderful gifts and chains and necklaces and bracelets and hats. This hat, this T-shirt.
Yeah.
This morning, I opened the door of my car to say thank you to a fan, and she gave me this bloody T-shirt. Is it you? Thank you, my darling. You're an absolute wonder. So yeah, I'm blown away by your. I love you too. So thank you. All right, so get this going.
Vamos a presenciar un concierto de Felton.